straw, paper
Okay,
straw.
I call
for
this
Bobby.
meeting to order of the Lincoln County Board of Education. We will be meeting in statutory session on Tuesday, March 25th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Here we are. And I'm going to ask Board Member Cartwright if he'll lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Cartwright. And item 2, roll call. We have Board Members Cartwright, Mosteller, and Ms. Burns, and myself in attendance. For agenda item 3, it's the levy rates for 2025, 2026. Do I have
I'll make that motion.
I'll
Ms.
second.
Burns motions, Cartwright seconds, to present for public inspection for the year of 2025, 2026 levy rates for general current expense fund, regular levy, and excess levy in compliance with statutory requirements 11.8.9 and 11.8.12, subject to approval of the State Board of Education as the state tax commissioner and publication made per state as attached. All in favor?
Aye.
4-0. And then I'll take a motion for the suspension of action.
So moved.
Cartwright,
Second.
Mosteller seconds. The suspension of action to suspend further action regarding the FY 2025-2026 levy rates until April 17th, 2025. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes 4-0. And now an adjournment of the regular meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Ms. Burns makes a motion.
I'll second.
Cartwright seconds. The time is 6:04. And all in favor?
Aye.
All right. 4-0. Now, do I have to call a hold on? Okay. Now I call the Lincoln County Board of Education that will meet in regular session on Tuesday, March 25th, following our statutory meeting that we just had. This is a meeting of the Lincoln County Board of Education in public for the purpose of conducting the county school system's business. There's a time for public participation during the meeting as indicated in the agenda, and this meeting is being live streamed and video copy will be made available within 5 working business days. We've already done the pledge. Done the roll call. Item 3, public comment. Was anybody signed in for public comment? No? All right, then we'll move to agenda item 4, which is public hearing for the, according to the provision of West Virginia Code 18-5-45, the floor will be open to receive public comments regarding the proposed school calendar for the 2025-2026 school year. And if there's none, then we'll move on to agenda item 5, and I'll turn it over to our Superintendent Barnett for presentations.
This presentation will be done by our math coordinator, Jerry Sansom. He's going to talk to us a little bit about professional development that's up and coming for the math programs. So at this time, I'll turn it over to Jerry.
Thank you. I am the math coordinator for Lincoln County, and I was asked to come and give a presentation on the professional development that we have planned for later on this week. We are going to bring in the teachers from all around the county in different grade bands. And we'll have K1 teachers come in, and we'll do a session, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, and then 6 through 8. And we have different activities planned for them, but we're looking at their content standards and in infusing in those standards the mathematical habits of mind. Okay, so mathematical habits of mind, you might not know what those are. There's 8 of them. The one we're concentrating on our first PD this year is number 1. It's making sense of problems and persevere in solving them. So instead of just looking at a problem, we're all used to having a math problem, looking at it, but actually looking at what the problem is asking, making a plan, not just jumping in there and thinking you know what you're doing on it. So I do have an activity if you want to participate that I do have planned for, I guess this will be on Thursday, but I will give this
Board
to
members,
you.
would you like to participate?
Would you like to participate? It'll take just a couple
I haven't had a
minutes.
math test in a while.
Or math lesson.
Work with pairs, partners.
I'll take the, let's see, I'll take the yellow, you get the red.
You got the word, you got a bad
Ms.
partner?
Burns, you're already setting up the first part.
Oh,
Did you have to decide what collar you're going to be,
Oh,
what
we
color your partner?
we already did that. We're moving right along on this end.
Okay, so, one of the mathematical habits of mind is using tools strategically and appropriately. So the tools I've given you now is a single die, which is, we're used to dice, but you only have one, it's called a die, and then some chips, and then a scorecard. So one of you go first. Well, it doesn't matter, just choose which one, go first, make sure you know your color. Roll your die.
I'm gonna be yellow.
Mr. Cartwright, what did you get?
2,
A 2. What color are you?
red.
Red, okay. You would place 2 red chips below the number 1 and the number 2 then. Right below it. So you now scored 2 points. And Ms. Burns, what the,
I'm 1,
okay.
and I'm yellow.
So you would place a 1 yellow chip below your number 1.
All right.
So what we are doing now, the next person is going to roll, and they're going to place their chips on there. Notice that your colors are going to be different. And then this is called a race to 10 is what it is. You're counting up to 10. If you go over 10, we don't go over 10, we stop at 10. But go ahead and go through your steps. The next person go. All right, and you would place your color on that.
On the 3, because you're going up to 10, so put it on the 3, Jeremy.
Yeah, like if he had 2, then your next one would go on 3.
Ooh, okay, I thought we were racing here.
Well, I'm not sure, but I think you might,
You would go on 2.
you would put,
2 and 3. Did you roll 2? Okay, yes.
2 or 1, you got the,
All right,
Okay, and then you keep going.
okay.
so I got 5.
Oops.
The 1 and the
I hate that old
finish
one.
it on here. Bust. Big bust.
Okay, so, Mr. Cartwright, what was you were yellow or red?
I was red.
You were red. How many red chips do you have?
6.
6.
Wow.
Okay, so we would write down a mathematical equation. You would write down 6 plus, and then Mr. Wilson,
4.
you have 4. So 6 plus 4 would show you that you're 10. But what if I would have called on Mr. Wilson first? What would I said, Mr. Wilson, how many did you have?
4.
4, and then it'd be plus, Mr. Cartwright has 6. So 4 plus 6,
Would be still
and that's the
10.
way they understand community property
Oh.
of 4 plus 6 is 6 plus 4. They don't even realize that they're learning because they think they're just playing a game. And then, there's different activities you can do, but we're using manipulatives, and that's using mathematical habit of mind. We're looking at precision. Of course, I would do a lot as a teacher and your younger students, I would walk them through the steps, display the equations, and notice I'm using the words equations in kindergarten, where it's a mathematical equation. So we try to use all the vocabulary all the way through. And these are the kind of activities we have planned for the different grade bands coming in on Thursday and Friday.
Great.
Okay?
So
You don't
I
have
beat
any
Mr.
questions?
Wilson, just for clarification, I've beat Mr. Wilson. right?
I understand that, but in the class, you'll be able to then switch it around, and then he might win the next time. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Probably not.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Sampson. The next agenda item is for special celebrations, and again, I'll turn it over to our Superintendent Barnett so that he can introduce the celebration.
Some folks may get tired of seeing on my Facebook post that awesome things are happening in Lincoln County Schools, but I'll never get tired of putting it on there.
That's right.
So I'm thrilled tonight. We have a lot of winners in the room. If you look around, we do have a lot of winners in the room. And so we're here to recognize those folks tonight and wish them well, because now they're moving on to the national level. So we're very excited about that. So first, Mr. Davis, if you'll come up and assist me. All right, we'll start with our HOSA awards. Would you like to come up and tell a little bit about what you did?
So Jose is health professionals, like future health professionals. This year we had a lot of kids that competed in a lot of different things, and we had 12 winners. Some won first place, some won second, and some won third. And then we had one officer delegate too, that was Mackenzie Spence, she was the reporter.
All right.
Great, thank you.
All right, speaking of Mackenzie Spence, Mackenzie? Michaela Dunlap. Ava Watts. Chloe Taylor. Hayden Moore. Paisley Atkins. Again, Mackenzie Spence. Chloe Pollock. Alexis Johnston.
Maybe she's in band.
Oh, okay. Kristen Bryant. Destiny Bryant. Kerrigan Short. Madison Ferguson. And again, some of these, let me see the hands of the ones that are going to going to the nationals. Is that-
So then too, oh gosh, Alexis will be going, and so will Chloe, right here.
And where's that being held?
That's Nashville.
Nashville?
It's actually international, so we'll go in front of like people like China, Korea, and Mexico too.
Very good, very good, awesome, very proud of you. Big hand for this. All right, nice job. Next up, we have Educator Rising, and I'd like to ask Ms. Rooney to come up and tell us a little bit about her program and about what they've done.
Okay, so Educators Rising is the student organization for future educators, and this year I'm lucky enough to have lots of promising future teachers, and they got to go to books, they read them to multiple classrooms, and did activities with their students.
Very good.
Oh, and also, I have to show that our current president, Rory Watts, is featured in this magazine. Educators Rising is an organization, I don't know the name, it's Phi Kappa something something. But they have a magazine, and Rory is featured in this, current issue. It's about understanding today's students, so that was very exciting also.
Yes, great.
Mr. Davis and I got to come over and actually read the books the other day, and I was able to sound out the words and get it. But just very proud of these, of all of our students. Very proud of these students that take the initiative to do this type of thing, and we want to see you back here in the classrooms. So very excited about that. So at this time, while the board members are still looking here, we'll do some certificates. Jose and ladies, don't go away because we're going to do a picture shortly. All right, so the first group is first place, outstanding chapter, Rory Watts. Bella Tad.
This is her who wrote this book. Belle, I love that book.
Riley Johnson.
It's her. You got needs?
Shayna Redden. All right. First place, conference perfect score on Liam the Lonely Ladybug. Who has that one? Liam the
Yes.
Lonely Ladybug. Rory Watts.
I was the illustrator and Bella was the author.
All
And
right.
author Bella Cad.
Good job, Bella.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, we have first place, near perfect score on their pre-K book entitled Differences, Melissa Brown. Perfect touch. How's that? First place, Bella Dingus. And second place in the interactive bulletin board, Whose Habitat, Riley Johnson. All right, second place, Educators Rising, Project Visualize and Service Project, the Gabriel Project, Tina Browning. Also, Jaden Holton. All right. Second place, Educator Rising, STEM Lesson Planning and Delivery for Rockets, Asia Chris. Third place, Humanities Lesson Planning and Delivery, My Community, Anna Dial. Rising State Conference, Educators Rising, Vice President, Erica Harvey. Third place, Exploring Administrative Careers, Shayna Redmond. All right, again, let's give them a big hand. Can I have all of our HOSA team come up and have a picture taken with the board members, please?
we'll all crunch together and,
Step up here.
yeah, you're gonna step up here.
Are you getting them all or just one at a time?
I think he's gonna have a group.
Oh, okay.
I think. Crunch up together, and then maybe get this second row just sort of in front of you. Down there, yeah.
You're good.
We're good.
Hang on, I'm gonna get you close here and see what board members. If they stick their heads kind of, yeah, okay, that's good. One, two, three. Okay.
All right, good job.
Thank you all, good job.
No, there's more. There's
Oh.
the Educators Rise.
Educators Rising.
Educators Rising, come up.
Jeremy does a good job. Getting us where we need to be, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Jeremy, you do a good job keeping us where we need to be.
I just like cattle in it.
Alice,
Never mind, I was gonna say.
up here and get in the.
I heard wild kittens.
That's right.
I was gonna say that, and I was like, I don't really know.
Okay.
Golly, there's the vice president right there.
That's
Should
right.
we get
That's
them
right.
all on one?
Jarek help you with that?
There's not a second.
Jarek help you with that?
Did it all by herself.
Here.
I think you're gonna have to do two rolls.
Are we? Oh, okay, well then the short people get on the.
No one there.
You think we ought to come and get behind
Write
them?
that down just a tad bit, I can't see.
Should we come and get behind them?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I think that'd be closer to do that, too. That way we can shake their hands, too.
You might have to move up just a little bit, or they're gonna have to sink down just a little bit more. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you.
Congratulations, all of you. We're so proud of you.
Yeah, no, usually no one wants to stick around for the rest of the meeting, but if you want to, you can. If not, I understand. But thank you to all of you. Appreciate it.
Exciting, but yes, you all did a great job.
Your students and the educators. Thank you. Yeah, good job.
Where are they going? It's lots of fun.
Huh?
The
Lots of
fun,
fun.
Oh,
it was fun. That's the old dry business. Miss Cad, you take care of your driver. Give him a hand. No more driving. He just gets to sit and boss. Yeah, that's good for you. 2 years. That's all right. You always loved the boss anyway, so go on. Good to see you all.
Not as many grandkids as I got.
You have to have a little help.
Boss will know.
I've gone with her for about 6 years. We had special ed. We love her. She's great.
So that brings us down to agenda item 7, consent. I ask you to look over those items A through E, see if there's any discussion. If no discussion, I'll entertain a motion.
Well, I just wanted to ask a question about if you could explain E to me.
I will defer to,
Our superintendent?
Mr. Lucas, could you talk just a minute about the MOA with the WVU Extension?
Okay, yeah, that's the 4-H service that's been in the levy for quite a few years.
So that's in the levy to be voted on?
Yeah, it's in the current levy, and it's
Okay.
in renewal. We just cut them a check every year for $15,000, and I think WVU Extension and Dave Roberts uses it for 4-H and various things.
For camp and activities and things like that?
Yes.
How many 4-H clubs do we have at each school?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Maybe we could ask him to come sometime and talk to us about the 4-H clubs at each school, or at how many schools there are.
Sure.
Thank you, Austin.
thank you.
Make a motion to approve.
Cartwright makes a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Ms. Burns seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Vote carries 4-0. And we move on to agenda item 8, allowed and authorized payment of bills. You can look over the invoices and see if there's any discussion.
I make a motion to approve finance.
Cartwright makes a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Ms. Burns seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The vote carries 4-0. That brings us to agenda item 9, superintendent updates.
Okay.
Well, you just heard from Mr. Sansom and our great student groups here that are being very successful. And actually, just wanted to let you know that our Skills USA, which is our CTE students, they will be competing actually this weekend in Fairmont. There are several different events ranging everywhere from welding to auto mechanics to drones, search and rescue. So there'll be a multitude of competitions going on up there with those students. I plan on attending, going up early Saturday morning, and then the award ceremony's late Saturday night. But they will be leaving Thursday evening because they start competing Thursday night, Friday morning.
About how many
So,
kids will be going?
33.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
33.
great.
So, yeah, very excited about that. I've been involved with Skills USA for quite some time, and it's a great organization. And it actually is a good networking tool for some of these students. Just know that at Fairmont, typically what happens is in the past they have the president of Fairmont University opens up with a speech, and any of the winners or placers or competitors are offered a scholarship there if they choose to go to there or Pierpoint. And it just it's at the national level. I've been at the national level for Skills multiple times, and the organizations there, such as like Caterpillar and different organizations, they will, their prizes are an entire functioning set of tools that are just fantastic prizes. And the same way it is with the state level. The Carpenters Union does a great job of getting prizes there, and the medals, and it just I can't say enough about it. And I'm really proud that our CTE programs over the past couple of years have embraced it, and just the competition level just keeps going up and up, and the amount of participation just keeps going up, and I'm very proud of that. So
You were talking about CTE. I just got back from the track and field event at the high school, and my son, he does the shot, and they did a really good job with that area right there. The CTE class did with,
Oh, okay.
with refurbishing or fixing it up. Looks nice.
that's awesome.
Good, good.
That's awesome. So, that's as you can see, if you haven't gotten to drive past the Duval site yet, there's a standing frame for a gymnasium, which is exciting to see steel in the air. So very excited about that. And it was Mr. Davis and I were up there Wednesday morning, and it was just a flurry of activity. They're really, if you can't see it from the road, but all the drains are in, all the plumbing is in and stubbed out, so is the electricity, and those are items you can't see from the road. But Ms. Stickler, who was here a minute ago, her husband Bobby, I think, is going to do a drone flyby again, so we can have a little better look of what it is, and I'll try to get that. Maybe we can get that put on the screen so you can see what's going on up there. But it's just a nice, nice area. They're really coming along, and I'm very, very proud that we were able to get it started, and we'll get her done. I'm very, very proud of that. So, and that's all I had.
That's great.
Thank you.
That's great. Yeah, thank you. So that takes us to agenda item 10, and this, as you're aware, last Tuesday at our board meeting, we accepted the resignation of board president and board member David Bell. And according to policy 0145 that outlines filling of the board vacancy, it was revised on January 10th. And West Virginia Code 18-5-2 tells us that we have 45 days to fulfill that open position. The 45th day lands on May the 2nd. So by May the 2nd, we have to have someone appointed, or the state board
We'll do it.
yes, the state superintendent will appoint someone. So with that, we would like, if anyone is interested, to fulfill the position of a board member, we would like you to send a letter of intent to the board's office, attention Board President, addressed to the board's office, which is 10 Marlin Avenue, Hamlin, West Virginia, 25523. We'll also put that on the website, board's website. But if you have any intent to fulfill that open vacant position, please have your letter submitted by end of business on Friday, April the 4th. And once we have those letters, then we can see how many, obviously, applicants, letters of intent that we have. And then our next board meeting in April, which would, I think, be the 18th, let me see, sorry, getting the date. The 15th, right? April the 15th would be our board meeting. That's the third Tuesday. So first, third, and last. So we'd have a board meeting April the 15th. On that day, we would review and see if we have any, if we're able to fill that position at that time. And then next, I make a motion that we enter into executive session. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
So I make the motion, Mr. Wilson, second by Mrs. Burns. And this is to enter executive session to take action on possible expulsion in accordance with West Virginia Code 18A-5-1A, 16-1, West Virginia School Policy. And the time is,
If I can interrupt for 1 second.
oh, sorry.
There's a board meeting on April 17th. It's a statutory meeting for the levy rates, so I don't know if we touched on, I think we said,
Are we, okay.
I don't want to correct the 17th.
So did you say that it was up by the second, April the second, or April the fourth?
So April the 4th is the day that we want the letters of intent. By end of the business, April the 4th.
Okay, and there's not a board meeting on the 15th, it's on the 17th.
17th, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Statutory meeting over levy rates.
Yes, so I don't think we would have one on Tuesday. We would probably have a regular meeting on that Thursday with the statutory meeting, if that's what the board would.
At the same time?
Okay.
We
So,
can work it out later, I just wanted to bring that up.
well, no, that,
Yes,
okay.
figure out what you-
yeah, well, we'll come to that and decide on that later, but, thank you for bringing that up. But we did the motion by Mr. Wilson, second by Mrs. Burns to enter executive session, and the time is.
Can you see?
6:35. All in favor to go into executive session?
Aye.
Vote carries 4-0. So Mr. Cartwright has made a motion to return to regular session, and Mrs. Burns has seconded it, and the time is 6:45. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Vote carries 4-0 to return to regular session. Now we'll take up agenda item 11, which is in accordance with West Virginia Code 18A-5-1A, 61-7-2, and West Virginia Department of Education Policy 4373. Student A shall be expelled from Lincoln County Schools.
So moved.
Mr. Cartwright makes the motion,
Second.
seconded by Mr. Mosteller. To ratify the student expulsion, all in favor?
Aye.
The vote carries 4-0. And that moves us to agenda item 12, board member discussion and comments.
I don't have anything other than, I like seeing a big crowd like we had here tonight, the student achievements and recognition.
Yes, yeah,
Absolutely.
Maybe have, one, as, at least one a month from some of the schools to come and honor the kids, the students and their teachers.
We
and the-
try to
and
get
the
them in
school.
as, whenever the events take
Yeah.
place.
And it looks good on the county. We see all of our scores trending in the right direction. You see all the good things happening.
Yes,
It looks good. And
it
it's
does.
encouraging. It's
It-
encouraging to everyone. So
And
I
it's
think
encouraging
great.
for the parents to come and see that. It makes them, be proud too, so I think.
Well, I think it's
a good
encouraging
thing.
to other students.
I think it is too. That's just a win-win situation to do it.
Yes. agree. If there's nothing further, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn until Tuesday, April 1st, 2025 at 6 PM at the central office in Hamlin.
I make a motion. we
Mr.
adjourn.
Mosteller makes the motion,
I'll second.
seconded by Mr. Cartwright. All in favor?
Aye.
And the vote carries 4-0, and the time is
Can you sing?
6:47.